Hey Taurus, welcome to your monthly reading for I hope everybody's doing good. I said I was going to try to shorten these videos a little bit because when I get going, I can just yeah. So, I'm so sorry. The goal is to make these a little bit shorter. I don't know what people's preferences are with the videos. Some people probably just want something quick and to the point. Others probably want things more detailed. Hopefully, as I grow in this, I'll become excuse me, more accustomed to recognizing the wants of the marvelous people who take the time to watch this. I definitely want to make you guys comfortable because this is about you. Okay, so anyway, I'm so sorry. I'm getting over something. I've been sick last week. It's not good. So I'm going to ask the universe, what advice do you have for Taurus for you in love life, work relationships? What do you have for Taurus? For you, ask the universe what kind of energy surrounds Taurus. What advice do you have for Taurus? And help me to tune into that and recognize that advice to deliver it in a loving way to help Taurus the Bulls. So, okay, ready. Taurus. Taurus. Okay, let's get started. The first card is the Five of Pentacles upright. And if I hadn't said, I don't think I did, I am doing a 3-card spread. I said I wanted to try to shorten these videos a little bit. I get so much information when I'm pulling cards that I can just keep going and going and going and going. So I said maybe that'll help me shorten videos a little bit. So I'm just going to do the 3-card spread, and it's going to be your recent past, present, and your near future, and or your outcome card, or however these cards want to read out to us. This is kind of a laid back format. We're not really going chronological so much with this one as we are going just what's up with Taurus. Okay, you've got the 9 of Wands as a present card. What's going on right now, Taurus? And for the last card, we have got 6 of Pentacles. And this is your future, your outcome card. Taurus. I'm so sorry. Looks like you've been struggling a little bit, Taurus. You got bumped and bruised a little bit. Looks like, huh? But there's good news. There's good news. I think I like the way this feels. I can see that there's been some trouble, but I think I like the way this story ends. So, I want to take 1 second to just kind of pull all the energy together, and then we'll get right to it. Okay, so Taurus, it looks like here in your recent past, and this is still be going on, that you have really had to weather the storm. And it looks like you probably had to weather the storm around your possessions, your finances, the things that you place value on, even maybe a relationship with somebody. Conflict has been a nice, sizable part of your recent past, Taurus. And like I said when we started this reading, looks like you have gotten some bumps and bruises, Taurus, and you would be at a point. There is conflict. I wonder if it's conflict. I wonder if within a relationship that you might be in with somebody, if money is causing problems or a lack thereof, money or resources. And even though the two of you walk together, you walk alone, then there doesn't seem to be any warmth or any support from they're just kind of alongside each other, coexisting but not interacting, and it doesn't appear that they are working together to resolve the conflict around whatever the pentacles represent in this case. And Taurus, you have come into a period that was so challenging that maybe you have, or maybe you'll need to maybe look to some sort of maybe spiritual or religious institution. Somebody, like, if you've really lost some major things, Taurus, if this is the case, and this is a general reading, I know this is not going to be the case with everybody, but if you have really lost some things and you're finding yourself, and maybe yourself and your family, out in the cold, the Five of Pentacles is telling you that you can look to possibly resolve some of this conflict by reaching out to maybe a spiritual or religious institution, somebody like your local church. But this video doesn't speak to whether or not you are a believer of anything. But if this is an option for you, I think this Five of Pentacles, if you see that stained glass window there, then it looks like the sort of window that you would see on a church, or a place of worship. So I'm not saying, Taurus, that things have gotten up there, but if they have, or if they seem to be, there may be some help. Like I said, with some spiritual or religious foundation or institution, maybe there is organizations that could help you that are affiliated with some type of religious or spiritual group, or parish, or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. I think this card is just saying that if you are open to that kind of thing, and things have gotten really rough, Taurus, and you find yourself in the cold, then reach out to some the I said it 2 times already, I just don't want to say it again. I hate to repeat myself. To some of the spiritual or religious, maybe people in your community. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Anyway, so now, here in the present, well, that walk, Taurus, out there in the cold, and maybe you really had some losses, and there was some conflicts and things like that, where you maybe didn't come out of that unscathed. You are steadying yourself, definitely, and you've gotten some notches under that belt, Taurus, and it looks like you fought the good fight. but like you didn't come out totally unscathed, and you're tired and you're feeling bruised and beaten. And you can see here um, he's got that bandage on his head, and he's kind of looking around because I don't think he necessarily feels safe. I don't think he feels like he's out of the woods yet. But if you look behind him, there are, and these are wands, and this is about creativity and passion and movement and journeys. And you can use wands as a weapon and or a walking stick, support. Um, this is fire. I always fire, passion, creativity. That always goes hand in hand with me. I don't know why fire, but it does for me. So anyway, coming out of this long trek, probably to nowhere, and suffering in the elements, telling what Taurus you had to face out there, and you didn't have any shelter or, like I said, any support or anything. So yeah, now you're feeling tired, and you're feeling unsure, and maybe a little bit afraid. He looks watchful, um, and you did get some bumps and bruises. You bumped your head a few times, but look who's still in the game. Taurus, still in the game. Well, let me tell you why. Because there are 8 wands that are behind him. And to me, like I always say this, I feel like those wands are notches in the belt. I feel like that he decided to get moving and go ahead and make that long walk through the elements, through the unapologetic, mean or nasty terrain, whatever it is that Taurus had to go through with the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, he's watchful. But look at him. He's got those 8 wands that are planted firmly. And I always say he looks like he's standing on solid ground. He is leaning on his wand because he's tired. And, he's a little suspicious about what's going on behind him. But there's, look at the green behind him. And that says that there's growth, that things are growing. That, things will flourish. And there's even little leaves there on the wands. So he's certainly not dead. He's just tired. 9s are about events and things coming to completion. And with these wands, I think these wands just say that whatever these events were, whether there were one or are now coming to completion. The battles have been fought, gotten through, and he's still standing. And he's still strong too. Look at him. He doesn't look like he's weak. Not physically anyway. He's still strong. And he's got all that opportunity with that green grass and stuff behind him. He's standing on solid ground. He's got those notches in the belt behind him. And, once he rests up, I think he'll realize that there's some fulfillment that is headed his way. You have you found solutions. Maybe 9 of them to your money problems or to your possession problems. You're still working on them now. You're still, putting the energy into coming completely out of the cold. You're still doing some work here, but the nine is about bringing these events and things to completion. So, you know, rather than looking back, because it looks like he's looking back at all of these things that have gone on. But the more that you look back, Taurus, I feel like the more lethargic you're going to be. You're taking a lot of energy to look back on what's already done. You see how it looks like he's looking back at the events that have happened in the past. Well, we're in the present now, Taurus, so that's what we need to concentrate on, especially if we know that there's growth, fulfillment, prosperity. There's things are flourishing back there. So this is a good time now to leave the conflict and the loss and the non-support and whatever it is in the past. Hopefully if you needed to and you did reach out, you got that help that you needed from that facility or institution or group or organization, and maybe that helped you get back your energy and your passion and fight that fight, and get to standing on your own 2 feet again and get yourself ready to experience that sense of fulfillment. So in the near future, the outcome, we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of Pentacles. And Pentacles again are about earthly things, earthly desires. It can be about your health, your physical body, money, material possessions, things that are tangible that we can see and touch and taste. All of those nice little earth sign energies. So again, this is about those situations. And every time I see this card, I always feel like, he's got those 6 pentacles and they look like they just frame him comfortably. He's got on his red robe there, and red is about money and tangible things and sex. And when I see a lot of red, it says to me that there is a lot of physical or tangible wealth, and he looks pretty dapper. So he looks comfortable. He looks like a man who is doing okay. He's doing so okay that he's got people that are now asking him for help. And you're like, wait, is this the same Taurus that was just going through this? And yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because that too had to pass, right? So, yes, Taurus, this is you now. This is what is coming up for you. You might have gotten, a little bruised up. Sorry, a little scarred up. Because you end up being this guy. The guy who now is comfortable. And not only is he comfortable, he's giving back. He knows now how to balance, and you see there. Look, there's a scale there that he's holding, and that shows that he knows how to balance not only his finances, but he knows how to balance the give and take situation. This is a card about, if you have it, give it, and if you need it, don't be afraid to ask for it. This is what I like to say. What goes around comes around in a really good way. So, this kind of takes me back to when this all started going down with the 5 of Pentacles. When I said, if you have it, give it. And that might be this spiritual or religious organization that I've been talking about. And if you need it, don't be afraid to ask for it. So these two patrons at his feet weren't afraid to ask for the assistance that they needed. And I'm thinking that, this could be you, Taurus. So this is saying again, if you need some help, ask for it. You can't always do it by yourself, Taurus. And I know you are so persistent and you're very strong, and will just plow through things. But look at here, boo. We all need help sometimes. And honey, we appreciate and applaud you for keeping that going. Because Taurus, you are, I think, me personally, I think Taurus is like the ultimate provider. Taurus, Capricorn. I think Virgo is really responsible, and dedicated. But I think, I just feel like when it comes to providing the food, the shelter, the tangible things, I think Taurus and Capricorn are just great at that. So we applaud you, Taurus. And I know that it could be tough because Taurus, you do generally have that under control. You like nice things, but Taurus, you always seem to not go too far. You don't make rash decisions so much about your resources, your financial comfort and things like that. I think Taurus is really the type to kind of sit back and think on it for a minute, and then once he decides to get moving, he still moves slowly and carefully, but in a very pronounced and strong manner. That is Taurus the bull. But again, we all need help sometimes, Taurus. So, again, even though this is you, the fellow of abundance, I feel like this card is still reflecting on that Five of Pentacles and saying if you need it, don't be afraid to ask for it. And then once, and it gives you a chance to give back because now you've got it. They gave to you when you needed the help that you weren't afraid to ask for. You worked your buns off, got scuffled a little bit, had to fight a couple battles, but look who was still standing. It was you, Taurus. And now, you are the man or woman. This is a great story, Taurus. I know all that other stuff, ain't great, it doesn't feel great. But as cliche as it sounds, they say we all have to spend some time in the dark to appreciate the light. If you don't know struggle, how do you truly recognize reward? So, Taurus, you are going to be more than deserving, I think, of the rewards that you're going to be getting in regards to whatever situation this is, because you brought yourself from, Taurus, this may be one of the lowest points that you've seen in a while. If this, in fact, reflects your situation. But, and I know these are wands and this is fire energy, but still, I just feel like this guy didn't give up. And Taurus, you don't give up. You don't give up, especially about your financial security. Your financial security. Taurus rules the second house, and the second house is home of how you earn your money, your self-image, and I think that Taurus, the things of value that Taurus has, so far as Taurus is concerned, adds to how he feels about self. That's okay. I don't see a problem with that unless, you're reckless or, you're just doing too much. Me personally, and I still got a lot to learn, but I don't see a problem with that. Um, and so, Taurus, you were willing to put in the work, and you did put in the work. And you set yourself up for a nice reward. So you've gone through all of that. Remember that when you see the next person that's going through something that needs your help. And then you can be that guy to help those that need, because somebody helped you when you needed the help. And I think that this is just about, like, I think I'm just gonna say, started from the bottom, now you're here. And so the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles add up to, is reduced to 2. 2 is about balance, and you find the balance here. You find the balance for whatever got out of whack here with this Five of Pentacles. You find the balance here with the Six of Pentacles. And, like, you gain control over your finances. You understand how to balance your finances. You know that you need to be bringing more in than you need to be paying out. I don't know, Taurus, you may have had a moment where you did get ahead of yourself. You just really kind of got caught up in some things that were beyond you. But lesson learned. It happens to the best of us. And the thing about this too is, this is all minor arcana. So these are things that you can adjust things a little bit and help yourself manipulate the outcome in a good way. So anyway, to balance, harmony, it's also about reunions and reuniting. So maybe, when, or maybe as you're going through this and you finally end up being this guy, you're fulfilled and you got what you need. Maybe there's also a reunion of sorts, a getting back together, a harmonizing with whoever this other person is in the Five of Pentacles, if you are in some sort of relationship. And I feel like, I know this relationship could be between any two people, but I feel like this is a romantic relationship. Husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever's clever. So sorry. Anyway, so with the 2 in this reading, like I said, I feel like not only do you find the balance, do you find the understanding on how to make this work and avoid putting yourself in some type of ruin here. You also, there's a real possible chance of some sort of reunion or reconciliation with somebody. There might be a little bit of Taurus, just real quick. I don't know if this happened. There might be something going on that's been going on for about 5 years. But in a matter of, because this is in your present, it seems like whatever has been going on, if in fact it has been a lengthy amount of time, I'm thinking around 5 years that has gotten you, and I know I said recent past, but it's past, it's, what is the past? It's the present and the future, so you get, it looks, I kind of feel like this is something that is going to start to change. This is about 2.5, 3 months. Even though this has been going on for a while, looks like before the end of the year that you get the help that you need, or you work that out the way that you need to, and your fulfillment, your security, it doesn't seem to be fleeting. It seems like whatever it is that you do here and that you correct, or get back on the up and up, that you will be in a good position for some time to come. And so that's it, Taurus. Let's see how I did. Not too bad. I think this turns out good. It wasn't probably the easiest story, but oh gosh, it turns out good. And not only does it turn out good, you end up with a heart. I'm not saying you don't have one already, but I'm saying you pay it forward and all of that good stuff, Taurus. So that's good stuff, and I'm glad that whatever was going on is now coming to an end. And you are finding some peace and balance and happiness, baby. It's all beautiful. So Taurus, enjoy yourself. Good luck to you. Congratulations. And I hope to see you guys again next month.